Good morning children. Welcome to the math class. Today we will do question number 9 from exercise 3.3 understanding quadrilaterals. Look at this diagram. Here two parallelograms are there. In the above figure both risk and clue RISK 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 is a parallelogram and CLUE. This is another parallelogram. Are the parallelograms. Find the value of x. You can see the value of x. You have to find the value of x. Now these angles I have given the name. It was not there. As you can see, this is the diagram is given only. In this way, angle K is 120 degree and angle L is equal to 70 degree. You have to concentrate on the parallelogram RISK, as K and S are the adjacent angles of the parallelogram. In the parallelogram RISK, these two are the adjacent angles. Can you see? These two angles are adjacent angles in the parallelogram, first parallelogram RISK. So this angle, say the name of this angle be 1, and in another parallelogram CLUE, angle L and angle E are the opposite angles of the parallelogram. Say it is 2. We are giving the name of this angle as 2. So to find the value of x, we need to find the angle 1, measurement of angle 1 and measurement of angle 2. If I get these two values, then we can find the value of x because it is a triangle. And you know that angle sum of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So first of all, you have to find angle, any angle, either angle 1 or angle 2, any one. So what you will do? Say angle 2. Now solution of these sums. In parallelogram CLUE, angle 2 is equal to 70 degree. Angle 2 is equal to, you can write angle L is equal to 70 degree because opposite angles of the parallelogram, as opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So in that case, angle 2 is equal to 70 degree. Now in parallelogram RISK, angle 1 plus angle K is equal to 180 degree. Reason is adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. And if you know the value of angle K, then angle 1 is plus 120 degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is 60 degree. Now in this triangle, say I give the name of this triangle EOS. In triangle EOS, now in triangle EOS, angle X plus angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Reason? Yes, angle sum of a triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, and you know the value of angle 1 now, it is 60 degree. Therefore, angle X plus 60 degree plus angle 2 is equal to 70 degree equal to 180 degree, x plus 130 degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 180 minus 130, that is 50 degree. Understood? In this way, by using angle sum property, you can find the value of angle x. Now look at the sum clearly. First of all, you have to find the parallelogram RICS to find value of angle 1. Now consider on the another parallelogram CLUE to find the value of angle measure of angle 2. When you will get measure of angle 1 and 2, then concentrate on the triangle EOS. In this triangle, using angle sum property, you can find the value of x. We will go to the next sum now. Now question number 10. Explain how this figure is a trapezium. Look at this figure. KLMN. It is given in the book. This figure is given in this way. Explain this figure. Explain how this figure is a trapezium, and then which of its two sides are parallel. Now you see this position of these two angles. What angles you can see? These angles are interior angles on the same side. So we can say that these two are adjacent angles of the parallelogram, and we can see that solution. We can see that angle M plus angle L is equal to 100 degree plus 80 degree. That means 180 degree, and therefore adjacent angles are supplementary. Here we can see that here adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. We can see that adjacent angles are supplementary. When adjacent angles are supplementary, therefore MN is parallel to LK. The question is explain how this figure is a trapezium. We can see that this NM is parallel to KL. MN is parallel to KA. Same only. MN is parallel to LK. We have seen that these two angles are supplementary, and their position is the adjacent angles in the interior angles of the two sides. Interior angles are supplementary. Therefore, lines must be parallel. You know that line MN must be parallel to KLK. That's why this adjacent angles are supplementary. So after making it a supplementary, we can easily say that MN is parallel to LK. Now, is it a trapezium? MN parallel to LK, and you can see that these two lines are parallel because of the adjacent angles are equal. Adjacent angles are supplementary, not equal. Adjacent angles are supplementary, and you can see that this angle is slightly tilted, so that if you produce it, it is very clearly it will meet. If I produce this indefinitely, they will meet after some time. That means one pair of only in this quadrilateral, only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, and another pair of the opposite sides are not parallel. That is why as in KLMN, only one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel not equal, only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, therefore KLMN is a trapezium. If KLMN only one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it must be an parallelogram. Then opposite sides must be equal. But it is not that. In KLMN, only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, not equal. KLMN, therefore, KLMN is a trapezium, not parallelogram. And which two sides are parallel? That as these two sides are holding these adjacent angles, which is supplementary. That is why MN is parallel to MK. Understood? Thank you, students.